Hey, there's been a new Pizza Tower update released recently, and it's surprisingly not the noise update. It's actually a Halloween themed event, with a temporary pumpkin hunt and new levels for you to explore. In this video, I'm going to cover things people have found that are pretty neat, and some things that might be suggesting a future update. So let's talk about how this update was released. So first, McPig posted this art of the PT gang, sort of referencing the DK rap. I don't know if this is what he meant by this, but this was most likely a hint at the new update at that time. I say this because the day before the update, McPig started a stream called When I Finish Donkey Kong 64, Pizza Tower will update. And yeah, when he finished the game, he updated Pizza Tower to add in all of these Halloween treats. Why do I bring this up? Well, the music in the update sort of feels inspired by DK64 and Banjo-Kazooie's soundtracks, especially the Tricky Treat theme. Isn't that neat? Speaking of Tricky Treat, this is probably well known by now, but there's an odd thing that can happen in the level. If you get the ghost transformation and go all the way back to the start of the level, you are greeted with an unsettling image of a very scary Pino, who stares at you until the game closes itself. I'm unsure if this is a bug or it's intentional, but I'm fairly certain it would have been patched out by now if it was a bug. You can visit this room by just using debug mode and typing in other test, and it functions the exact same way. The image used here was actually repurposed from an unused mechanic in which you could only get one judgment per file. It was thankfully scrapped, so this image was left unused until the update. In the files, this object is labeled as soft lock crash, so this was probably a crash handler, and the ghost Pino thing is unintentional. Moving on from that, the characters appear in the hub all dressed up. These costumes, as you've probably noticed, are based on their costumes in one of the credits images. All of them except for Pizza Head, which instead appears as a pop-up. He instead dresses up as Pizza Face, which looks quite familiar, don't you think? Snotty also gets a costume, and by that, I mean you can see his vengeful spirit in the halls if you've killed him. He'll return someday, mark his words. Anyway, PTG also has a new look, and he's now a creepypasta. Spooky! The update has lots of Halloween themed music, as I mentioned the track for Tricky Treat earlier, but there's also new music for the pause menu, themes for when you're near a pumpkin, and also for the little hub area before Tricky Treat. Most of these themes, for some reason, have the waste jar theme included in the songs. Here, take a listen and see if you can spot it as well. Tombstone, Arizona is a really good song, so I'm not complaining that it's referenced so much. But it is a bit strange that they didn't incorporate the Pizza Scare theme instead, as it's basically the Halloween level. Might be because it's too similar to Pizzascape's theme. Still really cool regardless. This is the section of the video where I tell you to join my Discord server. Do it! Also, while I'm here, thank you all so much for 1,000 subscribers. I have no idea how I could celebrate such a milestone, but I'll do something for it, probably. Anyway, let's go back to the video. Okay, so let's cover some non-Halloween related things this update added. So firstly, it's covered a new secret level. It's pretty cool. The music for the level is really good, and I don't have much to say about it. There's a new debug room if you press FA. This will spawn you in the test room as the noise, which uses his pogo noise playstyle. This probably means that pogo noise is what McPig is going to base the playable noise off of, which is great as skateboard noise was basically just a reskin of Pino and wouldn't have been nearly as fun as pogo noise is. The noises palette was also fixed, as he no longer automatically appears in his pepper pizza palette, so that's pretty neat. Some secrets and levels have been adjusted to make their P ranks easier. Thanks McPig for not doing this sooner, you asshole. Now my video is invalid. Okay, most likely not, but this is a nice change, as some rooms I thought were way too hard are just not as bad anymore. There's new trading cards and Steam backgrounds which have new art. The backgrounds are cool, but I can't say I'm a fan of the cards. They're quite ugly, especially Gustavo, Jesus fucking Christ. Last thing before I cover some really interesting discoveries in the files. Apparently there has been code left over in the files that suggests the level editor may come back in a future update, which is really cool to hear. I also saw a command related to level editor in debug mode, but I can't say if this was old or new. Okay, so this last little thing is probably the most interesting discovery in the files, at least for me. So the update added a few sprites to the files, and these sprites seem to all be related. They added these little objects to the game, and the thing they have in common is that they're all related to Mr. Stick. What could this be? Well, the common consensus is that they're assets for a new level called Stickland, which was planned during development. There's only this very low quality concept art of this level, which sort of gives us an idea of what it will play like. Basically, from what I can tell, it's a level where you need to pay to use the gimmicks, which is honestly a really funny idea for a level concept. A theory I have is that it might be all for a Mr. Stick related boss fight, which could replace the fake Pino when playing as the noise, but this is definitely wrong, but it's fun to think about. I honestly hope the Stickland thing is true, as it could be a really fun level. Wait, what the fuck is that? Okay, so there's things that are definitely related to the Christmas update in the files as well, all of which revolve around this little goblin fellow. So there's a coin, as you all saw, but there's also a cage and a green key, both of which are related to the goblin, as their names imply. There's also animations for the goblin, such as an introduction, taunt, idle, and walk animation. This probably means he's gonna be a follower, just like a Toppin or Jerome. But there's also this animation. He's on a fucking blimp. So we can assume this mischievous goblin is going to be annoying us during the level as well, due to his evil little luck. So, yeah. Pretty cool, right? So, yeah, that's the video. Probably a bit short, but I hope you enjoyed anyway. I'll make something bigger, like way bigger soon. I have an idea I really want to make, but I just want to break from Pizza Tower first. I just want a complete break. I'll make one more video about it probably, but the rest I make about Pizza Tower are just gonna be like this one, just covering updates, things I find interesting, and yeah. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the 1,000 subscribers. Thank you, and remember to subscribe if you haven't. Thank you, and bye bye.